And these little guys this is the Bloody Buddy. So this is one of the bottles. It's a 200 milliliter single serve. This is a complete Bloody Mary. You just shake it up, pour it in a bottle.
Hey, sir. Well, I am out front, I believe. There it is.
Hey, what's happening?
All right.
How's it going?
Going well. How you doing?
Welcome.
John, this is my cousin.
Buddy. How you doing?
Jack.
Cousin Jack.
Hi, Jack. I'm Joey. Joey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
John O'Neill.
How are you?
Pleased to meet you, man.
What's happening?
This is my wife. This is my film crew.
I'm Michelle.
Home away from home.
I love it.
It's a small little spot, but we like it. It gets the job done. It makes the Bloody Buddy.
Well, so I'm new to y'all's product.
Okay.
So what's this story?
What's the story?
Yeah.
We're ex-bartenders.
Okay.
We met at Ruth Chris, downtown Austin, on 6th and Congress, and we worked there. Me, Joey, David Barton, our VP of Sales. The main three of us that run the Bloody Buddy all met at Ruth Chris. We were locally owned, so we had leeway to put things on the menu, and our owners were always at the bar. It was it was awesome. It was a cheers atmosphere. It was great. So we started putting things on the menu and not thinking much, but the chili-pepper-infused vodka is what is the backbone of the Bloody Buddy, what makes the Bloody Buddy spicy and gives it all the flavor. So we put Bloody Buddy on the menu, and at Ruth Chris, we shook it and strained it in a martini glass, like a frozen martini glass with salted brown, blue cheese, olive, and a lime. And people were just eating it up. They were happy hours rocking, and became the #1 drink on our happy hour menu.
Bloody Buddy was outselling every single specialty cocktail on the steakhouse menu. Mexican martini, Grey Goose martinis, Hendrix. It was beating all of those, and I knew it was Buddy's dream to get this thing going, and I just approached Buddy. I said, Buddy, I think I can help. I want to get going. And so we got my dad and his old business partner involved in helping us to formulate the plan and getting a business plan together, and then figuring out the liquor business. I mean, yeah, we got this great idea, but there was so much to do at that point. I mean, there were permits, and that's just at the state level. And you also have the TTB, which is the federal agency that oversees the sale of alcohol. So there's a TTB permit, which is your federal permit, a TABC permit. You got to get a label permit, and all of those take time, and time is money. And we were sitting on investors' money for 9 to 12 months before we ever got anything on a shelf. The other thing that we did when we started this, we said we don't want to be a vodka in a vodka world. Many people ask us, why don't you put your vodka on a shelf? And we don't want to be that. We have our own little niche in a great market, in a sustainable market. We know that over time, this thing has legs, and we've got what we think is the best Bloody Mary in the world. Yeah. And Bloody Marys are the second highest selling cocktail in the world. So we're having fun with it. I mean, some of the things that make us kind of different and what we think is exceptional are, number one, we're all natural. So there's no additives, no preservatives, and no MSG.
I remember you saying in Plano, and this was a year ago, last October, that you were doing 1,500 cases at the time a month.
Yeah.
Where are you at now? Where's your growth now compared to that?
We're about 100% growth.
Really?
Yeah, we're in 4 states now. We're about to add 2 more very quickly. We're going to add Colorado and Arizona. And then in January, we'll add Florida. And Florida will be a big boy. That'll be
holy cow.
That'll be a lot of effort.
Yeah, it's gonna be Texas.
But it's so much opportunity. I think it'll be Texas, if not Texas plus. So one of the things that we truly believe in is if we're going to go into another state, we want to be able to perform in that state. We want to be able to do all the things that we're doing in Texas to activate the product, whether it's tasting events or big golf tournaments or fun runs or whatever. So any state that we go to, we want to be able to make that happen.
And these little guys this is the Bloody Buddy. So this is one of the bottles. It's a 200 milliliter single serve. This is a complete Bloody Mary. You just shake it up, pour it in a bottle. So we're going to states and hitting places that will benefit from this, like Joey said, golf courses, beverage cart girls driving around. People love it. They're just so easy. Hotels, resorts, by the pool, buckets of Bloody Buddies by a pool. Plastic bottles are great. So anywhere on the go you want a good Bloody Mary but can't make it yourself.
Stadiums are big for us. NRG Stadium, where the Texans play football, is one of our largest purchasers of the Bloody Buddy. During the football season, they were averaging about 22 cases a week.
Wow.
Which is awesome.
That is
It's almost
crazy.
a half pallet. And they're going to double their par for this year. DKR, they're OK Royal, Texas Memorial Stadium, where the Longhorns play. It's another great opportunity for us. Kyle Field, we're in Kyle Field. You know, these stadiums where lots of people are gathering to have a good time on a game day Saturday, we're sometimes the first thing that they open up and try. And it's been really good to us.
Well, I think the vodka makes it the Bloody Buddy. The chili-pepper-infused vodka is the backbone. I mean, we'll go out here in a little while. You can try it. You can see the color. And you'll taste it. It's hot and spicy, and you can tell that gives the Bloody Buddy the flavor. So without the vodka, it wouldn't really be the Bloody Buddy.
When we first decided to go into business, we were looking for niche markets. So we thought, okay, there's lots of Bloody Mary mixes. There's Bloody Revolution. There was Zing Zang, several of our big competitors. But none of them were putting vodka in their Bloody Mary.
Right.
And then the other thing is that the other companies that did have alcohol in their Bloody Mary were using a malt liquor instead of a distilled spirit. So we knew at that point, okay, not only is the vodka the backbone, the hand-cut fresh chili peppers that we put in that vodka to infuse that vodka, that is the backbone of what we do, but there was nobody else doing it. And it was like, this is brilliant. This is what we've got to do. And it was just, the light went off, and we were both, I think, just super excited. I remember back to the days when Buddy and I were in my apartment, or his apartment, with a 5-gallon jug with a spigot, making 5-gallon batches for every event that we would do. And remember thinking at that point, man, what's it going to be like when we have a facility where we can manufacture this? And now we look back and go,
Oh yeah.
man, we worked hard.
It takes 2 hours to make like 120 bottles.
Yeah.
How long?
Like 2 hours to make like maybe 120 of these. And now we can make, I don't know, 28 cases in an hour.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we moved up a lot, but you know, can't forget those times of making things in the kitchen. That's how everything's
Makes you appreciate where you are when you look back and you know the journey that it's taken to get there. I think too, persevering through the tough times in the very early goings of this, we took our lumps, but those were learning experiences. And I think whether it's Buddy picking me up on a bad day or me picking Buddy up on a bad day, kind of pushing forward with an attitude of never say die. We're going to persevere through every single thing that comes our way, every road bump that we hit, we're going to overcome that. You can't take an elevator to the top, you always got to take the stairs. You know, a lot of people want to take the elevator to the top. We decided against that. The other thing that my dad always said was, he talked about the parable of the ant. And there was an ant in the wintertime is preparing for the summertime. In the summertime, the ant is preparing for the wintertime. And when there's a big rain and water floods the ant mound, the ant learns to swim around it. And anytime an ant comes into an obstacle, it either digs underneath it or goes over it, or it swims around it. And I think that's what we've done with this company. Is there have been many days where we've had to be the ant, and just survival kind of kicks in. And I think that's a tribute to us and our hard work, but also the people that came before us and led us to this point. And my dad was a big part of getting us started. He helped us with the business plan. That's his thumbprint. We lost him.
We lost him about 3 years ago. Yeah. And so Mike helped us with the business plan. Mike would be here right now with us, you know, standing, probably doing this interview. So he helped tremendously with the beginning of the Bloody Buddy. So he passed away unexpectedly of a heart attack. So that's his thumbprint. We wanted to take him with us everywhere we go. So we put his thumbprint on our bottle, just so we remember Mike, and he is with us every day. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
And that is why I'm here. Like, because you can't see this on the shelf.
Wait, stop. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe to my Facebook, follow me on Instagram, throw me a pin on Pinterest if you can, and follow me.